I recently viewed the musical 1776. It was a very inspirational, very intriguing, and enticing musical. It told the story of how our Declaration of Independence came about. It was about the months up that led up to July 4th, 1776. I was impressed with how the story went into detail about John Adams, how he was a trailblazer, and how he was uh, pushed the revolution when he was in a minority. There were most of the men in Congress were not interested in a revolution, in declaring independence from the country. Fear, contentment. But John Adams had a vision, and he uh, didn't let back down on that vision, despite the much animosity that he experienced. I like how the musical explained how Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration, how he was voted into writing it. It was against his own desire. He did not have any desire to write the Declaration of Independence. He was concerned about his own individual life, as most of the men were. They were missing their wives. They were sacrificing their time, and there was a lot of fear and troubling with the men in Congress. There was a lot of time where they didn't have the vision. They only couldn't see past their nose. But John Adams could see past his nose. He was very insistent, and I see God's hand in the development of this country. After I've always known he's been involved, but it's just never been. Uh, it's not taught that God was in the makings of the development of these United States. He was in it from the beginning. He had plans for this country, and you can see it. And because there was a lot of trouble and a lot of disagreement and trouble amongst the congressmen, how they fought each other. John Adams didn't back down. He didn't give up despite all the animosity that was against him. He missed his wife. Thomas Jefferson missed his wife. All these men missed their wives, and they were only concerned about, their immediate needs. They didn't have vision. But John Adams had vision, and God gave him that vision. And the success of the signing of that, the musical, just told a great story on how it unfolded, how it all took place. It didn't just happen. We always just grew up when the Declaration of Independence, we the people, but we never really knew the story. I personally myself never knew the story behind it, and it was told in such a manner that it just was encouraging to see God's hand in what He was doing even back then. The fact that John Adams wanted to end slavery early, the compromises, the things that were taking place behind the scenes. 1776, the musical just made it into a wonderful story and wonderful musical. And I think many people should see it. A lot of young people, young students, should see 1776. I recommend this musical.